everyone. There are some dramas which entertain you, but there are others which feel like memories. This drama I'm talking about is not just the one I watched, but I kind of remember it as if I've lived it. These stories quietly walk beside you, and before you know it, you're involved in them. The drama I'm talking about is 2521. It is a drama. The story is based on the times when during the 90s when there was financial crisis going on, like IMF in South Korea, which affected a lot of lives and a lot of careers. But at the same time, it is on the surface, it talks about a lot about ambitions, then youth, then friendship, then first love. But when you go deeper, it also talks about timing, how आपण वेगवेगळ्या एज मध्ये we are different people, and like we keep changing, our personalities keep changing. Also, a very important thing is how some relationships come in our life to shape us, and they might not stay forever with us, but they're still very essential part of our lives. That's what 2521 is for me. So there are so many incidences from this series which have left such a strong impact on me. First of all, the Nahido's character itself, the way her journey starts. So she's into fencing, and due to this financial crisis, her fencing team gets disbanded. Then she doesn't know what's her future is, because there is no way in front of her right now. But her desire to fence doesn't end there, and that's what I love about her journey from the start. That it is it is very unglamorous. Like, there are no instant successes that she gets. She doesn't find solution on the go, but the only thing that is the star of this series is her never dying commitment towards fencing, and her willpower, and her just determination to keep going and going. That's it. So sometimes your skills doesn't matter when it comes to your dreams, and your like luck doesn't matter, I believe. What matters is how you keep just going, your persistence. That's it. How adamant you are in achieving what you want, and how you just keep holding on to it till it becomes reality. That's what Nahido's journey talks to me about. And then the other thing that really was cute and really inspirational also was her relationship with the second lead. She is a fencer herself, and she her journey is the glamorous one. So she has gotten success at really early age, and Nahido's dream is not something that is born out of just because she has talent or something, but because she's inspired by this girl, and now she only looks up to her. And the way that is romanticized, and uh, i I wish i I can feel that. That's what I felt like, that kind of feeling, that you're inspired by someone so much that you want to become their rival. So she doesn't have a dream to become like her or to meet her one day, but to be as good as her and to face her one day. That's where Nahido's dream starts, and that's how Nahido and her relationship is. Then Nahido's life started changing, of course, because of these changes of financial crisis. And in that moment, another person's life was changing, and that was Baekhyun. And that's how they two met. But how the one dialogue of the series that defines their whole relationship is when Nahido says to him that let's be each other's happiness. So whenever we meet, let's just be happy with each other. And that's how their whole relationship is. So they didn't promise each other forever, but they promised each other to be each other's happy place. And so that's what is best about their first few moments, like early moments of their love story, when their love story didn't even begin, was that they were always there for each other. When they met, they were struggling, they didn't know what the future holds, the world was not kind to them, but then there were those two for each other, always sharing laughs and sharing each other's difficulties and giving each other a pat on the back. So they listened, they supported each other, and that's how their relationship started blooming. and that's why it makes you feel warm inside. Like how while seeing them together, it just makes you feel warm inside, like you would like to find a person like they have found each other. So yeah, that's what the essence of Baekhyun and Nahido's relationship, and I think that's what was necessary for the story to evolve the way it evolves later. So Baekhyun also had a dream of becoming a journalist. He developed that dream slowly, slowly. He had a different struggle of his own in his life. He had to grow up early due to his family crisis, and so what I like about the love story also, that they always supported each other. They always supported each other's dream. They did not become burden on each other. He never asked her to slow down so she could stay with him. She never asked him to give up on his ambitions so he would be easier to love, because there were issues between them because of their career demanding different things. And but they never tried to hold on to each other that way, in a very possessive way. Their love was more about permission. They gave each other permission to grow, permission to fail, permission to also change. And that's how their relationship is. So even though they went through difficulties, but it was still simpler compared to many other stories we see. And so they they were not just lovers, but they became foundations of each other's life. So त्यांनी एकमेकांच्या आयुष्याचा पाया भरल्यासारखं आहे, एकमेकांच्या पुढच्या आयुष्याचा. आणि त्यामुळे ते एकमेकांच्या आयुष्यात कायमच इम्पॉर्टंट राहणार आहेत, अशी त्यांची काइंड ऑफ लव्ह स्टोरी आहे. So Baekhyun wanted to be a journalist, and journalist life is difficult. They don't get to spend a lot of time, or they don't have fixed hours. And Nahido has gone through it because her mother is a journalist herself, and she was a very career-oriented woman. And so slowly, slowly, because of these differences, they start becoming each other's sadness instead of staying each other's happiness. And their whole relationship started with being each other's happy place, and that's why they decide to part ways. They recognize it, that they cannot stay longer together, because then they will ruin what their love means, and all those memories that are good that they should hold on to. So they let go of each other, because their their love was not about just being together, but about appreciating each other as human. And that's why, you know when you see that's happening, it really hurts. You cannot not agree with them, but it's really hurts. It really hurts, actually. But that's what also makes the series one to remember by, because it leaves a strong impression on you. So where this love story was, which was about becoming, there was another love story in the same series, which was about enduring. And I loved how these two contrasts are included in this, because one is making you a little sad, but other is giving you hope. So the other relationship, the second couple in the series, they go through a lot of misunderstandings, not between each other, but overall, situation wise, and then hardship, distance, but they keep choosing each other. And their love is so pure that they stick together and their love wins. So हे कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग लव्ह स्टोरी त्यांनी दाखवल्यामुळे यु नो you realize that love is not just one thing. You cannot define love. Some people might find love in letting go, some might find love in holding on to each other. Every person is different, their needs are different, their values are different, their dreams are different, and that's why the way they love and the way they need love is also different. uh, that also you can see, and I really loved that second couple too. They both are very cute and sweet. So yeah, so it makes you sad, but it also, gives you a complimentary happiness by this second couple. So overall, there is so many different aspects. There's so many other things that I cannot even define, that are in this series, especially the tunnel. It is a significance of, when you go through a tunnel, so you're it's like they're going through a life tunnel of life, and they're different on one end and they're different on the other end, and they have shot many scenes in front of that tunnel, and especially their changing relationship status in front of that tunnel, and that is shot really very nicely and very emotionally powerful way. सो त्यामुळे अजून इम्पॅक्ट होतो या सगळ्या सिरीज मधल्या सगळ्या गोष्टींचा, आणि त्यांनी स्लो मोशन खूपदा यूज केलंय, विच गिव्स अनदर लेवल ऑफ इम्पॅक्ट सिनेमॅटिकली ऑल्सो, आणि सो इट ड्रॉज यू इन बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट. सो yeah, overall it's a very nice experience. Yeah. So to sum it up, actually I was really upset with the ending when it happened. I was hoping till the last moment that they'll come together, but she gets married and they meet each other and they're still happy for each other. I could not relate, I could not agree with it, but I could understand it. That, what they wanted to say is, some relationships, some love stories, some people in your life, they just come in your life to build you, and that's it. You don't have to be bitter about it, but you have to realize and you have to part ways, you have to move on with your life, and they'll still remain an important part of your life. And as you grow, you understand that is a very important lesson that you need to learn, that you cannot hold on to it, or you cannot expect every relationship to last with you forever, to work with you forever. But uh, it is important that when we were together, it gave you happiness. May it be friends, may it be lovers, may it be some other relationship, may it be your family, anyone. So yeah, so that way I learned a lot from this series. And so even though, again, I really could not understand, their love was so strong, why they could not survive through all of it, why they did not try a little bit more, but I could not agree with it, but I understand it. So if you like such dramas which are more emotional, reflective, and growth oriented rather than romance oriented, you can watch definitely 25, 20, 21 for sure. Also, I would like to know which was the scene that stayed with you the longest. I have shared about me now, and thank you so much for spending this time with me. And I'll come up with next drama that I watch next time. Till then, keep watching a lot of good things. There are a lot of new series coming up. See you next time. Bye.